Welcome back, everybody. This is Luke Watkins, and we're talking about what our purpose is and what our why is. We talked about who, what, when, where, how, trying to answer what our purpose is, and then we talked about our why, and we spent a lot of time talking about our why. And our why is what really defines what our purpose is, and our purpose is going to direct us into how are we going to accomplish our goals. Or how are we going to reach success? I want to give a quick summary again. I know I've already done a couple, but we're in the discovery phase. We're discovering who we are, to know where we're at right now in our life, to figure out where we want to go, what success means to us, and then we're going to talk about how we're getting there. So here's what we've talked about so far. Let me just draw this quick diagram. Okay, we're talking about discovery, and within the discovery phase, we've talked about accepting ourselves, and we've talked about clarity, and we've talked about our purpose, and that's where we spent most of our time in the last few videos. And the next one that we get to is goals, which is the best part, because then we put into action everything we've talked about. We spent a lot of time learning that we need to love ourselves, accept ourselves wherever we've been. It's all good. Love yourself, forget the past, and forgive yourself and others. We talked about getting crystal clear on what we want in our life. Then we dug in a little bit deeper and talked about really why do we do everything we do? Why do we want success? Why do we want to change? And now that leads into the how, which is the goals. And I am super pumped and stoked about going into this, because this is where you start getting traction. And I hope that you've held on this long. I mean, these are all short videos. I know there's been quite a few of them, but really, the videos up to this point are really meaningful. The self-discovery phase, the discovery, is just so important that you need to know where you're at. And then from that point, you know where you can get, where you want to go. Because if you remember, success is like this mountain, right? And there's these steps, and we're taking baby steps. We can't just like wake up one day and ride to the top, okay? So the first one is discovering who we are. Then we're going to talk about, in the last phase of discovery, goals. We're going to create these goals. They're little micro steps that reach us up here. Now there's other big steps in between that help you through the little micro steps, but the how are we going to do this? That's what I want you to know. We're going to be talking about next is goals. How are we going to do it? I'm so pumped about goals. I hope that you get pumped about goals too, because it's what drives our success. Now that we've got our why, our how, gone through all those different phases, accepted ourselves, realized and been honest with ourselves about where we are right now today, now we're going to talk about what the end in mind is. If you remember, we started this video with begin with the end in mind. So, boom, there we're at. Next video coming up, goals. Stoked. Thanks, guys.